Alright, hey guys. So, I'm really sorry I look like shit for this video. There's a long story behind that. So I had an interview today which went really well, and I really liked it, and it sounds like I got the job. He said he'll call me back in a couple days when he knows where he'd fit me in the schedule, and I'm the only applicant right now. So, that's really good. But, so the place is at Kiefer's work also. And so he had to work today, so I was like, I'll just come with you and talk to the manager, and then I'd ride my bike home. I'm 10 minutes away from the house, and I'm exhausted. I'm dying. And I look at the maps. It's a 6.5 mile ride. So I'm dead. Came home, I relaxed for a little bit. I went swimming. That's kind of why I just look like this. Also because I totally forgot that I still have not recorded this yet. And I'm just kind of everywhere today, and I'm really sorry guys. This week's just been a real mess. This is a list of my favorite TV shows. Now this is not a complete list, and it's not in any particular order, even though I numbered it. I got like halfway through and I'm like, why am I numbering this? This isn't in order. So it's not in any order. This is kind of just, I was going through top of my head, and then Netflix and Hulu, what my favorite TV shows are. Not nearly close to all of them. I am missing probably a lot. It's just, like I said, top of my head. And some are going to be kids shows. If you know me, that's no surprise. I love kids shows. And some are very inappropriate. The summaries that are on the shows are not my own. I got them off Wikipedia because I cannot write and describe things worth shit. So I just copied and pasted from Wikipedia, and I just read that. I did cut a few things out because it had nothing to do with the plot, and for some reason it said it did. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and like it and subscribe, and next week is going to be my favorite movies. So subscribe so you guys can see that next week, and then I have a surprise one coming up the week after that I'm not telling you about. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy.
Number 1. Ghost Adventures. Paranormal investigator Zach Bagans leads his team of co-investigators at haunted locations both in America and abroad, interviewing locals about alleged hauntings before going face-to-face with supernatural entities. Each hour-long episode follows Bagans and his crew as they work to uncover the paranormal mysteries, and after piecing together the haunted history of each site, the team holds a dusk to dawn lockdown in an effort to obtain physical evidence of the paranormal and discover the truth. Number 2. Supernatural. This haunting series follows the thrilling yet terrifying journeys of Sam and Dean Winchester, two boys who face an increasingly sinister landscape as they hunt monsters. After losing their mother to a supernatural force, the brothers were raised by their father as soldiers who track mysterious and demonic creatures. Violent memories and relationship-threatening secrets add additional burdens on Sam and Dean as they investigate all things that go bump in the night. As old tricks and tools are rendered useless and friends betray them, the brothers must rely on each other as they encounter new enemies. Number 3. Grey's Anatomy. The medical drama series focuses on a group of doctors at a hospital in Seattle, including several who began their careers at the facility as interns. One of the doctors and the show's namesake, Meredith Grey, is the daughter of a famous surgeon. She struggles to maintain relationships with her colleagues. Number 4. Friends. 3 young men and 3 young women live in the same apartment complex and face life and love in New York. They're not above sticking their noses into one another's business and swapping romantic partners, which always leads to the kind of hilarity average people will never experience, especially during breakups. Number 5. Dragon Ball. The series follows the adventures of the protagonist Goku from his childhood through adulthood as he trains in martial arts and explores the world in search of the 7 orbs known as the Dragon Balls, which summon a wish-granting dragon when gathered. Along his journey, Goku makes several friends and battles a wide variety of villains, many of whom also seek the Dragon Balls. Number 6. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z follows the adventures of Goku, who, along with the Z Warriors, defends the Earth against evil. The action adventures are entertaining and reinforce the concept of good versus evil. Dragon Ball Z teaches valuable character virtues such as teamwork, loyalty, and trustworthiness. Number 7. Dragon Ball GT. 10 years after leaving friends and family to hone his skills, Goku has become helpless against the mystic power of the Dragon Balls when a wish made by devious Emperor Pilaf, that Goku become a child, comes true. Despite the setback, Goku teams with his granddaughter Pan and Capsule Corp President Trunks to go to outer space to find the missing Black Star Dragon Balls. Unknown to Goku and his team, the balls have a secret. If they are not collected within a year, Earth will be destroyed. Number 8. Dragon Ball Super. With Majin Buu now defeated and the Earth at peace, the heroes have settled into normal lives, which in Goku's case means being a radish farmer. They can't get too comfortable in their new lives because more evildoers are on the horizon. Enter Beerus, the powerful god of destruction, who awakens, far away from Earth, to a prophecy predicting his demise at the hands of an even more formidable being. His search for that being brings him to Earth, where he enters a battle against Goku and his friends. In order to save the world, again, they must defeat Beerus, their strongest opponent yet. Number 9. A series of unfortunate events. This series follows the tragic tale of 3 orphans, Violet, Klaus, and Sonny Baudelaire, who are investigating their parents' mysterious death. The siblings are saddled with an evil guardian named Count Olaf, who will do whatever it takes to get his hands on the Baudelaire's inheritance. Violet, Klaus, and Sonny must outsmart Olaf at every turn, foiling devious plans and disguises. The series is based on the best-selling series of books by Lemony Snicket. Number 10. Archer. The series focuses on the life and exploits of Sterling Archer, the self-proclaimed world's greatest secret agent. The first 4 seasons focus on him working for the fictional spy agency ISIS under his mother Mallory. Since then, they have become drug dealers, arms dealers, CIA agents, private investigators, and most recently, post-World War II detectives, with the first episode taking place in 1947. Number 11. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Several friends own Patty's Pub, a neighborhood bar in Philadelphia, and try to find their way in the world of work and relationships. But often, they can't get out of their own way, leading to uncomfortable situations, which usually worsen before improving. The gang includes twin siblings, Dennis and Sweet D Reynolds, along with their longtime friends, Charlie Kelly and Ronald Mac McDonald. Charlie lives with Frank, Dennis and Sweet D's father, who has left his cheating, money-grabbing wife in an attempt to redeem himself after a history of doing business with sketchy people. Number 12. Full House. When Danny Tanner's wife dies, the San Francisco sportscaster gets support in the form of 2 new roommates, brother-in-law and party boy Jesse, and his stand-up comic friend Joey. The duo helps out with raising the 3 Tanner daughters, DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle. Number 13. Fuller House. DJ, now widow and a mother to 3 sons, finds herself back in her childhood home alongside her sister Stephanie, an aspiring musician, and her lifelong friend Kimmy Clipper, who is also a single mother. All under one roof, the women experience moments big and small together, including budding romances, holidays, parenting, and life's surprises. Number 14. How I Met Your Mother. Ted has fallen in love. It all started when his best friend Marshall drops the bombshell that he plans to propose to longtime girlfriend Lily, a kindergarten teacher. Suddenly, Ted realizes that he better get a move on if he hopes to find true love. Helping him in the quest is Barney, a friend with endless, often outrageous, opinions, a penchant for suits, and foolproof way to meet women. When Ted meets Robin, he is sure it's love at first sight, but the affair fizzles into friendship. Number 15. That 70s Show. Set in the mood ring and polyester era of the 1970s, the series is a retro-hip situation comedy about an eclectic group of friends on the verge of adulthood. They live in the suburbs of Wisconsin, where they yearn for independence amid the growing pains of becoming adults. Number 16. Family Guy. Sick, twisted, and politically incorrect. The animated series features the adventures of the Griffin family. Endearingly ignorant Peter and his stay-at-home wife Lois resides in Quahog, Rhode Island, and have 3 kids. Meg, the oldest child, is a social outcast, and the teenage Chris is awkward and clueless when it comes to the opposite sex. The youngest, Stewie, is a genius baby bent on killing his mother and destroying the world. The talking dog Brian keeps Stewie in check while sipping martinis and sorting through his own life issues. Number 17. Boy Meets World. With the help of true love Topanga, best friends Sean, and teacher Mr. Feeney, Corey Matthews juggles school, friends, and romance. The series began with Corey in the 6th grade and follows him and his entourage through their college years. Number 18. Girl Meets World. From 1993 to 2000, viewers followed the relationship of Corey Matthews and Topanga Lawrence Matthews on Boy Meets World. More than a decade later, the couple's daughter Riley is trying to navigate her tween years and problems that go with them, especially in regard to bonds with family and friends. At John Quincy Adams Middle School in Manhattan, Riley finds being a student more difficult because her dad is a history teacher there, and she's in his class. Her mom, a lawyer, is involved in her social life and owns a trendy teen hangout. Among Riley's classmates are best friends Maya, Crush Lucas, and Quirky Farkle, son of Corey and Topanga's peer, Stuart Meekus. Number 19. Law and Order SVU. Detectives who are part of the NYPD's Special Victims Unit investigate crimes against the vulnerable. While the focus of other shows in the Law and Order franchise is primarily on murder cases, the SVU detectives frequently deal with rape and assault in which a survivor assists with the investigation. Number 20. Bob's Burgers. Bob Belcher is a third-generation restaurateur who runs Bob's Burgers with his loving wife and 3 children. Bob believes his burgers speak for themselves and isn't afraid to offer a variety of offbeat creations. Bob's wife, Linda, supports his dream but is becoming sick of the slow times as the restaurant is constantly in danger of going out of business. Despite the challenges, which includes consistent harassment from Linda's ex, a health inspector, Bob tries to keep the grill sizzling. Number 21. Futurama. Accidentally frozen, pizza deliverer Fry wakes up 1,000 years in the future. He is taken in by his sole descendant, an elderly and adult scientist who owns a small cargo delivery service. Among the other crew members are Captain Leela, Accountant Hermes, Intern Amy, Obnoxious Robot Bender, and lobster-like moocher Dr. Zoidberg. Number 22. iCarly. Carly Shay finds her previously normal life turned upside down when her internet show iCarly becomes an instant smash with young webheads. With her parents traveling abroad, Carly must rely on the help of her friends Sam and Freddie and her quirky older brother Spencer to cope with the newfound success. Number 23. Key and Peele. Fresh faces Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele star in this 30-minute sketch comedy series, leaving no stone unturned, whether satirizing the president or spoofing Nazis, in their search for laughs. The actors/writers examine life through a combination of film sketches and live stage segments, demonstrating their unique chemistry, camaraderie, and point of view. Number 24. Rick and Morty. After having been missing for nearly 20 years, Rick Sanchez suddenly arrives at daughter Beth's doorstep to move in with her and her family. Although Beth welcomes Rick into her home, her husband Jerry isn't as happy about the family reunion. Jerry is concerned about Rick, a sociopathic scientist, using their garage as his personal laboratory. In the lab, Rick works on a number of sci-fi gadgets, some of which could be considered dangerous. But that's not all Rick does that concerns Jerry. He also goes on adventures across the universe that involves his grandchildren, Morty and Summer. Number 25. South Park. The show revolves around 4 boys, Stan Marsh, Kyle Broflovsky, Eric Cartman, and Kenny McCormick, and their bizarre adventures in and around their little Colorado town. Number 26. We Bear Bears. Three brother bears awkwardly attempt to find their place in civilized society, whether they're looking for food, trying to make human friends, or scheming to become famous on the internet. Grizzly panda and ice bear stack atop one another when they leave their cave and explore the hipster environs of San Francisco Bay Area, and it's clear the siblings have a lot to learn about technological-driven world. By their side on many adventures are best friend Chloe, famed obsessed panda Nom Nom, and Charlie, aka Bigfoot. Number 27. The Simpsons. This long-running animated comedy focuses on the eponymous family in the town of Springfield in an unnamed U.S. state. The head of the Simpson family, Homer, is not a typical family man. A nuclear plant employee, he does his best to lead his family, but often finds that they are leading him. The family includes loving, blue-haired matriarch Marge, troublemaking son Bart, overachieving daughter Lisa, and baby Maggie. Other Springfield residents include the family's religious neighbor, Ned Flanders, family physician Dr. Hibbert, Moe, the bartender, and police chief Clancy Wiggum. Number 28. Rugrats. Rugrats reveals the world from a baby's point of view. Everything looks bigger, more mysterious, and uncontrollable. Angelica, the oldest, likes to terrorize her cousin Tommy and his friends, and is famous for screaming, "You stupid babies." Number 29. Drake and Josh. Teens Drake and Josh couldn't be more different, and now that they've become stepbrothers and live in the same house, those differences are all the more obvious. With separate friends and aspirations in high school, the new siblings have unpredictable days and hilarious adventures while getting used to being a family. Number 30. Powerpuff Girls, the original. The show centers on Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, three girls with superpowers, as well as their father, the brainy scientist Professor Utonium, who all live in the city of Townsville. The girls are frequently called upon by town's childlike and naive mayor to help fight nearby criminals using their powers. Number 31. Dexter's Laboratory. Sleep tight, America, your fate lies safely in the hands of Dexter, a child genius who whips up dazzling, world-saving inventions in his secret laboratory. Big sister Dee Dee frequently wrecks his experiments, but his bigger nemesis is Mandark, his brilliant rival at Huber Elementary School. Mom and Dad, of course, have no idea what their little angel is up to. Number 32. My Strange Addiction. Strange doesn't seem to adequately describe some of the addictive behaviors profiled on this series. Dangerous, even life-threatening, come much closer. Each half-hour episode features two adults who resort to extreme compulsions in an effort to soothe their emotional demons. Some of the additions explored including sleeping with a turned-on blow dryer, eating bathroom cleanser, eating half a roll of toilet paper per day, extreme bodybuilding, and thumb-sucking. Number 33. 1,000 Ways to Die. The program recreates unusual supposed deaths and debunked urban legends, and includes interviews with experts who describe the science behind each death. Number 34. Nightmare Next Door. How well do you know your neighbors? What are their names? What do they do for a living? After watching Nightmare Next Door, you may want to find out a little bit more about them. Each episode tells the story of a murder that happened in a seemingly tight-knit community. Viewers get to the heart of the case through interviews with investigators, prosecutors, family members, and, of course, neighbors, in addition to forensic experiments. The stories reveal twists and turns, and when a suspect emerges, the final outcome can surprise everyone involved. Number 35. Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Who the Bleep Did I Marry tells the real stories of men and women who lived happy, seemingly normal lives with the people they loved, and who they thought they knew. When a clue of misshape causes them to dig further into the secret lives of their spouses, the shocking truths lead them to wonder who it is they really fell in love with. These stories include the husbands with multiple families, spies working undercover, those who steal thousands of dollars, and others who double lives include murder. Number 36. Mr. Pickles. Old Town is a small, old-fashioned place that's slowly been taken over by the modern world. Among its residents is the Goodman family, including 6-year-old Tommy. The innocent boy gets into adventures around town with his best friend, the family's lovable dog, Mr. Pickles. The pooch seems to be a sweet dog who loves pickles, and he gets one whenever he's good. But Mr. Pickles has an evil streak that only Tommy's grandfather knows about. Mr. Pickles likes to wander off to kill and mutilate. Number 37. Invader Zim. Zim dreams of greatness. Unfortunately, though, he's hopelessly inept as a space invader. Desperate to be rid of the annoying Zim, his planet's leaders send him on a mission to infiltrate Earth, providing him with leftover, cobbled-together equipment. To their consternation, Zim succeeds in setting up a base on Earth and infiltrating human culture, posing as a human child as he plots the planet's downfall. Only Zim's arch-nemesis, Dib, recognizes the Zim as an alien, and of course, nobody believes Dib's claims. Number 38. WWE Raw. WWE Raw, also known as Monday Night Raw or just simply Raw, is a professional wrestling television program that currently airs live on Monday evenings on the USA Network. Number 39. WWE SmackDown. WWE SmackDown, also currently referred to as SmackDown Live or just simply SmackDown, is a professional wrestling television program that currently airs live on Tuesday evenings on the USA Network. Number 40. Moral Oral. Claymation character Oral Puppington is a young boy who constantly deviates from his Protestant upbringing. Though his parents, school coach, and Reverend Putty clearly impart their religious values upon him, Oral always misunderstands and for some reason believes that smoking crack is a good thing, euthanasia is okay, and impregnating a woman with a sperm-filled pastry bag is actually a moral thing to do. Number 41. Happy Tree Friends. The action and adventure comedy is composed of simple drawings and cute forest animals with extreme graphic violence. Each episode revolves around the characters enduring an accidental or deliberately inflicting events of bloodshed, pain, dismemberment, evisceration, and or death. At one point, there was a warning given to the site: cartoon violence, not recommended for small children or big babies. Number 42. Disappeared. Here today, gone tomorrow. Thousands of people go missing in the United States each year, leaving behind only a mystery without any clues. Their stories are told in Disappeared, through the voices of family, friends, and investigators trying to solve the case, with each hour-long episode recounting the final stages that led to a person's disappearance. Interviews with experts including psychologists and forensic specialists provide new insights into what may have happened, whether foul play was involved or the subject just simply ran away. Number 43. Storage Wars. Garage sales are an old-school waste of time, at least in the eyes of the treasure hunters featured in this real-life series. Each half-hour episode follows a group of bidders looking to strike it rich by buying repossessed storage units. They're at once detectives and gamblers, as they get only a quick flashlight-aided peek inside the units before they decide if they want to make a bid, and for how much. It's a high-stakes game that can pay off big time or leave one sifting through the equivalent of trash. Number 44. Unusual Suspects. Unusual Suspects is an American documentary TV series on ID. It showcases many of the most shocking and difficult cases in law enforcement history, and also sheds light on the investigations that led to the arrest of the culprits. Number 45. Mork and Mindy. Mork, an alien from the planet Ork on a mission to Earth to study human behavior, travels to 1970s Boulder, Colorado, where he meets up with Mindy, a young journalism graduate, after his egg-shaped spacecraft lands there. The bumbling alien is trying to get a handle on Earth culture, and his frequent dispatches back to his home planet give him the opportunity to sound off on human foibles. Number 46. Coupling. This long-running Britcom views contemporary relationships from the perspectives of several 20-something characters. Steve and Susan first meet in a bar where he has broken up with his girlfriend, the beautiful but comically unstable Jane, and Susan has just been dumped by her own boyfriend Patrick. Surrounding their pivotal relationship, Steve's best friend Jeff fumbles his way haplessly through a series of clumsy relationships with women before finding his match in Julia, who is as socially awkward as he is, while womanizing Patrick begins a romance with Sally, Susan's best friend. Number 47. The Muppet Show. A fantastic medley of sweet and mischievous Jim Henson's Muppets, including Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, produce a weekly variety show with a range of famous guests. Number 48. Batman the Animated Series. This animated series conveys the dark mood of the original Batman comic books. Unlike the light-action Batman show of the 1960s, Gotham City's Caped Crusader, Bruce Wayne, is sometimes moody, and Robin's alter ego, Dick Grayson, has a more mature personality than in the original series. Number 49. America's Funniest Home Videos. Crotch kicks, anyone? Amateur videographers in the U.S. submit one of their kids, pets, friends, and families in funny situations, with the hope of winning thousands in prize money. Each week, the studio audience determines a winner by voting for the one they find most hilarious. At the end of the season, weekly winners compete for the grand prize.
Alright guys, so that was my favorite TV shows. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure had fun making it, even though I spent most of the time researching for it than I did recording and doing the video for it. But it was something fun. I wanted to try something different where it's me narrating like it throughout, and I'm really going to do the same thing with the movies one next week. And I'm just trying different things for you guys, so it's not the same stuff of me just kind of talking to you about things, and I just want to try different things with you. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you want, leave me down in the comments, what is your favorite TV show or shows? And I would love to hear what you guys like also, and maybe it's something that I could look into and try watching also. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!